I have always been an ally to marginalized communities in my heart, but I had never really done anything until 2002. There was a bill before the City Council that would add sexual orientation to protections for Metro employees, and I worked for the Water Department. When some really hateful protesters came to town, for the first time in my life, I thought I have to do something, and I went and stood in support of that bill. I was thinking about something I might do to help change the culture, and LGBTQ plus issues just started coming into my life. And I met the man who was president of PFLAG in Nashville, and he said, why don't you come to a meeting? We need more allies because I'm straight, cisgender, I don't have any children. I didn't even know anybody who's LGBTQ plus. So I started going to meetings. Really, I had a kind of boring job. I didn't have a lot that was meaningful to me. I wasn't unhappy, but I just didn't have anything where I had a purpose in life. And then since I started doing this, it's really been a blessing to me because my life's just opened up and I met so many people that became my friends, and I hope that I've made a little bit of change in the world. I'm South Atlantic Regional Director, and I'm on the board of the National PFLAG as well as involved in the chapter here. And it's just meant a lot to me to do this work. Well, this is not original, but I always heard somebody define courage as being afraid and going ahead and doing something anyway. And I think I've seen so much courage from people who came out, LGBTQ plus people that I've met personally and that I've met through PFLAG. And sometimes people risk losing everything in their life to be their authentic selves. And I think it takes so much courage to do that. I truly believe that any step forward for a marginalized community is a step forward for all marginalized communities. And I think it takes people who are allies to speak out in support of communities, not to lead the way, but to support people. And for example, a lot of bad legislation has come up to the LGBTQ plus community. And to vote, it's going to take people in the majority to vote to get good legislators in and to get good legislation passed. And so I think it's really important for people to do this. I try to speak out and have my call to action be to have people who are allies get involved, even if they think that they might not have a reason to. Well, I always feel a little bit shy, not guilty, that's not a good word, but a little bit shy about feeling in the spotlight for things because I feel like the spotlight should be on people in the community that I support. But I used to think that my story wasn't very important because before I met people who were LGBTQ plus. But now I realize that it is because that's the kind of people that need to stand up and need to stand up for all marginalized communities. So I think to recognize that that is important, the work I do is important.